Hello everyone. This video will have a generated voice. The reason is that I'm once again quite sick, but this time my throat hurts so bad, there's no way I can say more than 2 words. You can see from my other videos that this current one is an only case with the voice. Please understand this. In 100% of the cases, my videos are entirely written, recorded and edited by me. I wanted to make this video right after the pre-alpha release, even though the other lore video flopped. And there's the fact that Hello Neighbor 3 seems to be changing its story with every single build we receive. Will this story be relevant later? We don't know. Here's a short summary on what's happening in pre-alpha so you'll understand the current story better. The story this time starts with Alma Hoffman, appearing in Raven Brooks, the hellhole town, which is dying. The woman is the daughter of the Golden Apple Company owner. If she cannot complete her task, she'll be fired, which is wild, knowing his father owns the company. This already speaks levels about the owner. She's sent there to look after an employee, named Bob Novak, who was sent to the town to create reports and track down company property. What's company property? Basically the entire town. The Golden Apple Company owns every single building, the amusement park, everything. The citizens aren't happy about that. For example, Jacob is being evicted from his workshop for using the property wrongly. Janusz Supermarket is being closed down for similar reasons. We can surely state that Bob does have a quite negative role, and he was placing reports and evictions and closing down notices while going around in the town, basically ruining everyone's life on the go. Are we surprised he went missing? The big thing is Report 13, as it turns out that's the key element in the story, which apparently went missing. In the current build we have Jacob, Janusz, the historian, and the Vandals, signed, Coned and Covered. Signed lives in the cinema now. Coned has his own house, and Covered is living in the funicular house. Iris and Isaac were put on the shelf and excluded from the build, causing older fans PTSD right on the spot. Smith, I'm looking at you. The goal of the player is to visit each facility Bob's been in before and track him down. In each facility, the next clue can be found on note papers, where to go next. Even though Bob cannot be found, the player eventually realizes what was the first ever building that belongs to the Golden Apple Company. It is to be found next to the amusement park, the rotting old place, which was closed down after an accident. While the amusement park is basically unable to be reached currently, nor cannot be explored, and there's no tunnels at all, unlike in the previous build, the place must be reached regardless. Some people already know from Hello Guest, the scrapped Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha, what's next to the amusement park. Yes, the Mayak, the famous infamous weather station, makes a return, as the company's first ever facility. The player, while trying to avoid the guest, who's more aggressive than ever, and can only be stunned with the camera flash this time, is going to the Mayak. The Mayak, where finally the neighbor is located. In my opinion, that facility is the most logical place to store the neighbor, since nobody dares to set a foot to the Mayak. He is hiding in there, but I don't know why. I don't know why is he hiding. There's no way this generation of citizens even knows his name. The neighbor is hiding in the Mayak, and apparently, the Mayak has Report 13 hidden inside. Why? How? We don't know. The game ends with a cutscene that dramatically zooms into a pile of papers, originating from a greedy company. I don't know if this story will have a follow-up or continuity. Like I said, Hello Neighbor 3 seems to have different stories so far, in each build. I'll briefly mention some things about certain characters. While there isn't as much lore secrets this time, there's still something new. Like I said, basically every character is either being evicted or their shop is being closed down. Janusz is sitting and crying in front of the bakery. The bakery seems to be his passion project, but he was relocated to the supermarket, which is also closing down now, thanks to Bob and the Golden Apple Company's decision. Upon giving Janusz his dead wife's book from the post office, somehow the book got stuck there. Janusz will go to the cemetery and cry beside his wife's grave. If he isn't provided the book, he'll eventually blow up the bakery, either by accident or on purpose. Jacob is fixing his car, and as we know, nobody can drive in Raven Brooks. Jacob isn't an exception either. He's crashing his car at the pole and ragdolling. Historian remains in the museum, guarding the 2 key items the player needs: the Polaroid camera, and the funicular handle. You can only get to the Mayak with the funicular. Speaking of, Guest is just everywhere. I think he is teleporting this time, which I'd reward with a destroy target command, if the cheat commands worked. Guest is unbearable and I hate him more and more. At this point, it's an open secret that he could be Aaron, because where's Aaron anyway? There he is. Guest is visibly mentally ill in addition. Last time he was kidnapping people, now he straight up kills them. I'm not sure if it's a story-related thing, or just gameplay mechanic. The Mayak also has a children's room with bunk beds, possibly symbolizing that Aaron pretty much is present somewhere. The guest does not dare to hurt the neighbor, and people found their relationship in the files. Neighbor has no beef with the guest. And lastly, we have the neighbor. Neighbor is hiding in the Mayak, and for my biggest happiness, despite his age which is above 80, he's quite fast. And despite Nikita stated that we cannot befriend neighbor like we can befriend other characters to progress with the story, he forgot to inform neighbor about this fact. Because neighbor is currently a tamed giant sheep and the most fun to be with, he only gets angry if you take an item which belongs to his house. I think that's pretty much all I can say about the story of this build. It's a simple story, and again, I'm not sure if it'll be carried over to the next build. As we know from the game's history, it loves changing its storylines and scrapping masterpieces. That's why I was hesitant whether I should make the video or not. There you have it. Hopefully in the next video, you can hear my voice. Until then, please watch my older Hello Neighbor lore videos. I worked a lot with them, and they basically got confirmed to be accurate. See you next time.